These men are trained, military. They weren't sneaked in here to pick cockle shells.
These 4 Saudi princes are flying in tomorrow to sort out the fine print. One of them may be providing information and funding to Al-Qaeda.
Minister Wise, call off the nuclear deal before it's too late. Think of your children.
Are you threatening me?
6 are sending Neil Sternan over. He's been running with this in Saudi. Try not to make him feel too uncomfortable.
The MI5 watch list?
Yes. I agreed to keep you informed about what was going on. Don't ask me to do something like this again. It's too dangerous.
Believe me, the last thing we want is to lose an asset like you.
We're looking at 24 potential bombers.
In one night, the Armageddon scenario. We can hear you perfectly through the microphone built into this 4-carat cubic zirconia.
We've got one.
Who is it?
Hassan Khan.
It's Putty.
It's what?
It's just Putty. البناية ضاقت الرقابة.
The trade center has been taken over by armed terrorists. Do you copy?
Do you copy?
Roz? Roz, what's happening? Roz, talk to me.
Anyone moves and you will all die.
No explosives.
Units, we have reports of gunfire from the Saudi Trade Center. Repeat, all units, we have reports of gunfire from the Saudi Trade
What's
Center.
Adam, so far they haven't detonated any bombs. Doesn't make sense.
Well, it does if you want to create a diversion.
In order to take over the trade center,
They had us chasing our tails, trying to stop an army of bombers from...
leaving the trade center wide open.
Exactly.
Get back here. We've got some catching up to do.
Joe, it's Ross. I'm still inside. I've lost my earpiece.
Roz, give us a brief.
The building's been taken over. They're Arabs. I counted 5, but there could be more.
Weapons?
Submachine guns, automatic pistols, and explosives.
Can you get out?
I'm not sure yet. I'm in an upstairs office.
Any fatalities?
1, a bodyguard.
Anyone else hurt?
Not that I could see. They knew who they were targeting. They let most people escape.
You should have got out.
No, I'm more use in here. Have they made any demands?
Not yet.
Is this something to do with the bombers?
There weren't any. It was a diversion. They were after the trade center.
Hostages? The royal family, the ambassador, politicians.
All the key players. Roz.
be answered. Please leave a message after the tone.
Sally? It's Joe. Pick up if you're there, Sally. All right, well, look, I'll cover for you as long as I can, but if Harry finds out you're not here, he will go ballistic. Just get here as soon as you can.
She's in there. She just called from an office on the top floor.
Joe, you shouldn't have covered for her. Get someone round to her place now and bring her in. If she's not at her desk in 1 hour, she's out of a job.
We have contact with Roz.
Have they made any demands yet?
No.
Roz, we've had a look at the schematics of the building. The nearest exit to you is in the front corner in the east of the building.
Joe? Joe?
Nothing else. No explosions, no more fake bombers.
There were never going to be 24 bombers. We assumed that, didn't we? We assumed it by extrapolating what we knew, which is exactly what they wanted us to do.
What are you saying?
They sneak in 6 terrorists to take over the trade center. Something goes wrong with the docks and they're discovered. Now they know we're going to throw everything we have into finding who they are, so they come up with the diversion. Suicide bombers.
One of them contacts someone on our watch list and asks them to bring along 3 of his friends. They know we're going to find out about it, and they have us thinking that each one of the 6 is leading a cell of 4.
And drown us in our own chaff. Nice.
Harry, they knew exactly who we were watching. They knew about Faraz. They knew about Hassan. The only way they could have got that information is from someone on the inside.
So Al-Qaeda have a mole inside the intelligence services. I can just see the look of bliss on the Home Secretary's face when he hears that. We're going to have to lock everything down, screen everyone from scratch.
They're making their demands.
Where's the signal coming from?
They're broadcasting it online. Special Ops just patching it through.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are sure al-Mujahideen of Al-Qaeda and who have taken over the trade center of the godless Saudi regime that has been helping the Zionist crusaders in their war against Islam. I speak this directly to the king. You hold 387 of our brothers in your jails. You have 1 hour to free them. We will execute a hostage every hour until our demands are met. There will be no negotiation, no delays. We will know when our brothers are free.
Joe, liaise with GCHQ. I want to know every whisper that goes in and out of that building. Neil, none of your friends at 6. These maniacs didn't plan this yesterday.
I've isolated the signal from the microphone in Rose's earring. It must have fallen out.
Can you patch it through on the speakers?
It won't work unless it's next to the microchip planted in her ear.
And this equipment's supposed to be state-of-the-art. Then find another way to reach her. What is it?
It's Sally. She's been found. She was murdered. Stabbed in her flat over 24 hours ago.
What if she was the mole? Think about it, she's been murdered. It's a bit convenient, isn't it?
They got what they wanted and they decided to silence her, just like they did with Prosnik.
There's nothing in her profile to suggest anything like that.
It's not in the profile of anyone working in this building, but somebody in here led us to the trough, Harry. It's too perfect.
Malcolm, check Sally's records. Everything. Hard drive, server, phone, bank details, text messages. I want to know everything about her.
If the terrorists are getting inside information, they might know about Roz.
خذها داخل.
لا وجدناها.
بقول لك موجودة في البناية، روح شوفها.
I can't believe Sally would have done that.
You hardly knew her, none of us did.
I know. I spent more time with her than anyone else. It just doesn't feel right.
There's hundreds of ways they could have got to her. Maybe she had no choice.
The minute she's here, the next she's gone. She asked me how well I knew Neil.
Why?
Maybe there was something brewing between them.
No, I doubt it.
Why?
Why know him? She's not even remotely his type. Besides, he still hasn't got over his wife.
His wife?
6 years ago, she was pregnant with their first child, getting on a bus in Tel Aviv. She was Israeli. Was blown up by a suicide bomber.
God, poor man. Shit.
What?
The terrorist watch list. She overrode the copy protection and downloaded it onto an external drive.
I'm really sorry, I was just looking at that. Someone's...
Listen to me. I have an officer inside that building. You do nothing until I have contacted that officer, and I will call you when I have done so.
Yes, sir.
Special branch and the SAS are drawing up contingency plans to storm the building.
We've got to let Roz know what's happening. I can't have her caught in the crossfire. Besides, she could help.
That's what I've been telling them. What have you got?
They got the watch list from Sally. We're looking into her bank accounts and talking to her friends and family, the ones we know about.
Poor girl. God knows how she got mixed up in this. What about GCHQ?
Nothing yet.
Damn it. What are these people playing at? They're shooting themselves in the foot. These people they've taken hostage were here to get them the first Arab nuclear plants. You think they'd have waited a few years until the plants were up and running and then tried to take over the country along with the enriched plutonium?
The deal wasn't public knowledge. It's very possible Bin Laden and his people didn't even know about it. What bothers me more is why use putty? Why not use real bombs?
Well, you said it yourself. It was an improvised diversion. Maybe they didn't have access to explosives.
Yeah, but they seem to have access to anything they want. I mean, look at the way they got into the country, the way they turned Sally to get into our files, sending out those decoys. It's unusually sophisticated for Al-Qaeda.
They pulled off 9/11.
Yeah, but something about this feels more calculated, more strategic. They're reacting to our moves and beating us at our own game.
They're getting better at it. They've had plenty of practice. Remember, we're not talking about some local crackpots building something in somebody's garage here. These guys were smuggled in.
Yeah, but if I was Al-Qaeda and I had bombers on tap, even if it was just decoy, I'd use more than putty.
Blowing up half of London would just risk us retaliating with everything we've got. This way, it's just between them and the Saudis.
Yes, but every time we've retaliated, we've only strengthened their cause.
Our hour is up in 6 minutes.
We have her. We'll get rid of her.
No, it'll look too suspicious.
Why not? They assume we had some hand.
Yes, but that lead was closed down yesterday.
What do you mean?
You need to send a message to the king, not to the people here. Keep her alive for now. Besides, if you need it, she could be useful.
We won't need it.
Good.
Someone's time is up.
Tell me they won't choose Roz.
They won't. Killing Roz won't help get their people released.
Yeah, you're assuming they're thinking clearly.
Up to now they have.
Hi, Sally. I've been given clearance to talk to you in more detail. Nice flat.
Good divorce.
A chance of a drink?
Yes, of course. See what I've got.
صار الوقت. هذا.
Stop this, I beg of you. This man is a guest of Her Majesty's government. Daniel. He's my responsibility. You cannot do this, please. He's the ambassador. This is Papa.
Daniel!
اتركوه اتركوه. أنا ما داخل بالموضوع. لا تريدون تفاوض. تكلموا معي. تكلم معي. هم هذول. اتركوه. دانيال.
تريد أن تكون بطلاً؟
دخل دين الإسلام.
كيف أخون شيئاً لا أؤمن به؟
شنو؟ يلا شباب يلا يلا.
They won't let this go on. They'll send in help.
Not sure if I want to wait that long.
We don't have much choice, do we?
I need to talk to them. أريد إدخال مال القائد.
يخرس يكيل.
قل له أنا رفيق لأبو وليد. هو بفهم.
قلت لك يخرس وارجع لمكانك.
الذين تغلط لا تغلطت.
You're trying to get yourself killed.
I'm trying to save our lives.
The Foreign Office are putting pressure on the king, trying to persuade him not to cave in.
You really expect him not to? The ambassador was near to the inner circle. The others are just as close. He's not going to sit back and watch as they're murdered one by one.
To release the prisoners would be a disaster. 400 hardline fanatics freed in one go.
Make Iraq look like a Buddhist monastery by comparison.
That's not the only downside.
The nuclear plants.
The PM is apoplectic, Harry. This deal is absolutely critical in guaranteeing our oil supply. You need to find a way to end this siege.
انت اجي بسرعه يلا يا كلب.
You all right, Minister?
I've been better. Who are you?
Ros Myers, MI5.
Did Harry Pierce assign you to watch over me?
No, why?
I was being threatened. They want me to kill the nuclear deal.
Who?
Take your pick. This whole thing's been cursed from day one.
Anything worthwhile usually is.
I can't see the Saudi king holding out. He'll free the prisoners.
Doesn't mean they'll let us go.
In that case, how long before our people storm in and get us out?
I don't think it's going to be that easy this time.
I didn't think it was.
Okay, let's go back a few steps. Al-Qaeda trick us in order to take hostages. What are they after?
The release of their people from Saudi jail.
What does that get them?
Well, chaos in Saudi Arabia. 400 potential suicide bombers set free to rip the country to shreds. Car bombs, shootings, foreigners pulling out, the collapse of the royal family.
And it becomes politically unacceptable for us to sell nuclear power to a country that's in turmoil. The deal dies.
You think that's what this is about?
Well, I keep coming back to one thing. If it was Al-Qaeda, why use fake bombers?
Yeah, but you really think any other country would want to destroy our deal with Saudi Arabia that badly? These are attacks on London we're talking about.
Yeah, but hang on. If we can't sell nuclear power to the Saudis, then I can't see how any other country can justify doing business with them either.
No one gets the oil.
Turmoil in Saudi Arabia. They don't get the plutonium. It's a win-win situation.
If you're Israeli.
What did you say?
Don't worry about it. It won't touch us now.
Why not?
I believe you have an expression that says, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you."
I don't understand.
It's complicated. But I didn't know they were planning this.
How would you know?
People I work with.
You know these people.
Not exactly.
These terrorists want to overthrow your government. They want to get rid of your royal family. Have you?
They're the future. And because no matter who's running the country, we still have 25% of the world's oil reserves. And those reserves are worthless if we don't sell them.
Royal terrorists.
They're going to win. Sooner or later. And once they do, they need people who know how to run a country. People who can talk to the West. Don't worry your little head over at Haiti. Just stay close to me and you'll be fine.
I need you for something.
Quickly.
I've been going through Sally's computer and I remembered she was running your face recognition software.
Yes, with the beta update.
Yeah, well, her computer crashed while she was doing it.
It's a very powerful program. We still haven't ironed out all the bugs.
Okay, but here's what's strange. I was going through all her caches and it looks like all the programs locked at the same time, not just the recognition software. It's as if something crashed the system altogether rather than the software itself making it crash.
That doesn't sound right.
Excuse me, I really need to talk to your boss.
What are you doing? Sit down.
No, I really, really need to talk to your boss.
Look, you're going to get yourself killed!
Sit down!
Please, I really, really need to talk to your boss.
What do you want?
I really, really need to use the ladies' room.
Don't waste my time. Up! Up!
يلا شوفوا لي شوية مي.
Yeah, I know, but Harry, since they arrived in that container, they haven't missed a step.
Aside from being discovered at the port.
Okay, one mistake. The point is how they reacted to it. I mean, think about it. There's only one country with the ideological stance, the political will, and the highly trained but deniable officers that could pull off something like this.
You see what I mean? Some of the background programs were still running.
Right, let's mine down to the hex addresses. This is unusual. Someone sent her a spike.
Who?
There's a terminal ident here.
Can you see whose it is?
Damn it. What's caused that to quit?
Malcolm, can you try it one more time?
It'll just do it again.
Please, Malcolm, just do it. Neil, do you have a minute?
I'm in the middle of something.
I just wanted to double check some things.
Is it urgent?
You're accusing Israel of an act of terrorism on British soil.
Yeah.
Even if you're right that this is about stopping the nuclear deal, there are many countries, many groups who could be behind this. I can't go upstream with no proof. I need more.
Oh, God.
What?
Neil.
You're familiar with the Arabic dialects, aren't you?
It's not my area of expertise. I'm sure there are other people you can talk to.
It was him that downloaded the watch list from Sally's computer.
He's done a hell of a lot more than that. Activate a lockdown.
Activating immediate lockdown.
Get Malcolm on it.
It's over, Neil. You can't get out of the building.
I know.
And you can't get to me either.
He's put a lock on the security chamber. And you can't reverse the action. He's corrupted his access profile. What's the point of a security system that works against you?
It wasn't designed to deal with this eventuality.
I don't think we'll have to deal with it much longer.
Who's your contact in Israel? Neil, listen to me. Who's your contact in Israel? Come on, Neil. What's the purpose of the mission? Come on, give me something. Neil, come on. Give me something. Don't let this happen. Give me something.
You know, it's really strange.
For the first time since Rachel's death, it actually feels good to think about her.
Bastard, you fucking coward.
طيب يا شيخ امتى صار هذا الشيء؟ امتى بدأت صارت الأزمة؟ امتى؟
Roz!
I'm in the ballroom with 14 hostages. They've got C4 all over the main entry points and explosives in the wall of the basement in the northeast corner.
Shut up! Taki!
Khaldun's the Al-Qaeda
Stop talking.
sympathizer. The terrorists know that.
Ross!
Roz, listen. They're not Al-Qaeda.
She's next. سرا صغيرا. أنا لست بعربي ولست بمسلم. أنت مين؟ أنا العدو الذين لم تقدرون مشابهته.
This can't go on.
امتى بنكمل؟ تعرف الأوامر لما نكمل المهمة.
You're Meshuggah the High. You're out of your mind. What makes you think we're behind all this?
Come on, Yuri. This has got Mossad written all over it. You know what your mistake was? You're too perfect. You do things too well, which normally would work for you, but in this case, it's what gave you up.
Be serious, Harry. It's the Shabbat, for heaven's sake. I got better places to be.
Call them off, Yuri.
You don't think this serves both our purposes?
But Saudi Arabia up in flames, I fail to see how that can serve anybody's purposes.
Our American patrons finally have an excuse to go in and grab those oil fields for strategic reasons. Put aside all this nonsense about spreading freedom and democracy. Let the rest go to hell. Let them slaughter each other till kingdom come.
And there I was thinking the neocons were the crazies.
These glorified Bedouins squandered the greatest gift that can be bestowed on any nation. And what did they waste it on? Gold-plated yachts, palaces in Marbella, while keeping their people in a state of the Middle Ages. And you want to sell them nuclear technology?
Ah, so that is what all this is about.
It's criminally irresponsible, Harry, and you know it. These people can't be trusted with that sort of thing.
Whereas you people can be trusted to behave in a reasonable and calm manner.
Be careful, Harry.
Call them off, Yuri, or this could blow up in your face.
Arab killing Arab? It's a story as old as time itself. Shut up, Harry.
Do you have proof?
Juliet, for God's sake, I'm telling you, Israeli officers have taken over the Saudi Trade Center and shot dead 2 leading diplomats here in London. God knows how the Arab world's going to respond to this. I mean, countries have gone to war over far less.
All the more reason to keep it under wraps.
We can't let them get away with this. They've murdered innocent people.
If what you're saying is true, exposing this would be a disaster impossible to contain. Which is just as well. Because a decision has already been made. We are going in.
What?
They won't negotiate, Harry. The king is this close to releasing the prisoners, and if he does, Saudi Arabia will descend into chaos, and we can kiss our nuclear deal goodbye.
Forget about the nuclear deal, Juliet. That's not going to happen.
It will if we do this right. We go in fast and hard. We take out the terrorists, and no one need know who they were or where they came from.
What about the hostages in there? Wise is there with his wife. And I've got Roz in there.
I'm sorry about Roz. We have no choice.
When?
Imminent.
What's the news? King's not giving in. Knew that could happen. It doesn't matter. Once you've done, it'll create enough of a stir to keep this deal off the table for a while. Give us time to plan things better. But you gotta wrap it up. The SAS are going in.
When?
Within the hour. Before the next execution. You know what to do.
مراد كمان كريم على هذا المكان يلا حان الوقت. Listen to me, everyone down.
They'll know we're going in. They had Neil, they'll have others.
So the priority won't be the hostages. They'll just want to end this.
The building's surrounded. It'll be a bloodbath.
But they're Mossad. They value their people to the last. They don't send their officers to a sure death, and they don't leave them behind either.
There must be a way out.
Ross said they were planting explosives in the basement, on the wall in the northeast corner. There must be an underground exit. That's their escape route.
There's nothing on the building plans. Let me check the local maps.
I'll check with London Underground.
You get yourself over there.
You people are animals! You bring shame upon us! I want everybody here to understand that they do not speak for me! They do not speak for Islam!
Prince Chaldean wasn't your enemy, was he? So why did you kill him? Unless you're not really who you say you are. And your accent. I knew someone who spoke just like that. It's Miss Rahi, am I right? He was a Yemeni Jew.
You're a Jew? You wanted to stop the nuclear deal.
And you want to give our enemies the means to destroy us.
As long as you think of them as enemies and not as human.
Shut up! Shut up! You can think like that. You live in Greenwich in a nice house, safe. Come and live in Tel Aviv and see if you still think like that when you have half of your family blowing up in a bus, when you have 2 of your kids died in a restaurant. It's not about you, it's not about me. It's about the survival of our people.
No, it's about the future. This deal is more important to my government than you know. They won't let this go any further, regardless of the cost.
جيبوا المتفجرات روح
مراد روح معهم.
There's a disused underground exit shaft that runs alongside the east perimeter of the building. It's only about 3 feet outside the basement wall.
So the correct explosion could break right through to it?
Yeah, if it doesn't bring the whole place down. I'm sending the schematics through to your PDF.
Roger that. Go.
Anyone moves, you will die. Anyone speaks, you will die. I will not repeat this twice.
This way. That's the exit shaft. Going through the wall there. Set the explosives.
Kill the power. Go.
Go, now! Stay calm, everyone stay calm. Clear! Come on, just keep moving. Come on, quick. Get up you get, move.
Minister Wise, are you okay? I'm fine. Help my wife, please. She's still in there.
Keep moving. Come on, just keep moving. Keep moving.
Roz! You're right.
What was the body count?
5.
There were 6 of them.
I know where he is.
So no one will ever really know what happened here tonight.
It's called transparent government. There is a silver lining. The Saudi government showed great character and political will in resisting the demands of the fundamentalists. Prime Minister, fully vindicated in selling them the nuclear plants and carrying on with his valiant nation-building endeavors. And we flushed out our sympathizer.
Well, he pretty much flushed himself out.
Not a bad story for tomorrow's newspapers. Go home, Rosalind.
Is it over?
Yeah.
So you can rest?
Congratulations, Harry. The city is safe again. And now we can all sleep comfortably in our beds. But it isn't over yet.
Don't you want the bodies of your men back?
My men? What are you talking about?
Astoundingly, there's not a trace of evidence to link them to Mossad.
Because they were all anonymous Arab terrorists. And now they're all dead.
Or, see, contrary to any reports you might have read, the leader of the anonymous Arab terrorists didn't actually die in the shootout. Far from it, he's actually the picture of good health. Trouble is, we don't know what to do with him. No one's claimed him yet, which is understandable. Any country which did claim him would have to explain what he was doing, leading a group of terrorists to take over the trade center. Would open up a really nasty can of worms, don't you think? No. I suspect our terrorist is going to remain anonymous for the rest of his days. Don't you? Shalom.
Welcome to Camp X-Ray, son.